Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, also freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on every activities happening in Biafran territory. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you will be notified whenever we drop our spanking news. And also want to use this opportunity to thank those that have been supporting us. Do not forget to show your support and encouragement. Please send a super sticker, a super chat, or super thanks. Thank you and God bless you. Now let us go straight up to the issue on ground, because there are so many videos and issues that we'll be addressing today in Biafran territory. Proud to the declaration, December 2nd declaration, which is in less than 2 weeks to come. As I'm talking to you, every preparation has been set. If you notice lately, you will notice that the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has been on a very low key. So many people are saying everything. So many people are saying a lot. So many people are actually anticipating why some are scared, because they don't know the direction that he will be coming from. They don't know the direction that he will be hitting them. That is one thing that makes the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa unique. One moment you see him is having fun, the next moment he's off. And the next moment he comes, and he drops a bombshell for every Biafran. So the December 2nd declaration, the zoo, as I'm talking to you, are crying. There is fear in the air. So many people are scared. They don't know what that will happen. They don't know what will come to them. So for those of you who have been hitting on the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko, that he is the one causing, the insecurity in southeastern part of the country, at least, some governors, some reasonable governors in southeast, like Ales Oti, have come out, to debunk those false accusations against the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And he has clearly stated that the insecurity, being caused, especially in Abia State, is being caused by politicians. But that is not the issue. Now, talking about the DOS, and for those of you who still continue to support the DOS and those who are fighting against the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Now, the DOS have been claiming and bragging that they've been doing things underground. They've been running the struggle underground. Please, what structure do they have? What has their underground fight, helped Biafrans in achieving? I'm telling you, if it were to be, for DOS, I swear, the issue of the Biafran struggle would have died down totally. Assuming the DOS have been the one piloting, the Biafran struggle, I am telling you without mincing words that this struggle would have died down completely. People need to give flowers to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa for the good work. And that is why you see so many Biafrans, are hoping and also doing everything possible to show their love and support for the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, who has sacrificed a lot just for the freedom of the people. You saw the interview that he held with Dr. Damages, and how he was able to handle and address so many issues, and you saw that despite the fact that some hate him, the reality is that, most Biafrans have shown him love and support. So the most important thing is the majority that have shown their interest and support, and that has given him, the go-ahead to carry on with the mantle. On that note, let us see here what is happening in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Proud to the December 2nd redeclaration, as the zoo government have been crying, their army crying, the police crying, and also let us hear from the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Nchoko.
And lovers of freedom, good evening, friends of Biafra. Good evening, sympathizers of Biafra and those that long to see Biafrans alive. And good evening to those that want to come and die in Biafra land. Which we will continue to cut your tails, cut your wings, cut your legs, cut your heads off, and dismember you into pieces as far as self-defense, self-determination, and self-preservation is concerned, because it is our inalienable right and remain unprovoked while you come into Biafra land to dismember our babies, women, children, and men. Cries and everywhere yearns because they hear the name Simon Ekpa. Everywhere cries and everywhere mourns because they hear and know that 2nd December is fast approaching. We will fire because the tempo must be hotter than it has ever been. And after 2nd December, you will understand what it means to have delegitimized Nigerian terrorists in Biafra land. I salute all Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I have not come here to sugarcoat matters to you. I'm not the Minister of Information that jumps into media here and then and massage your thighs and your ribs so that it will suit you. No, I give you what is best for the United States of Biafra, not what will make you merry, not what will make you to sleep well. It is what will make Biafra to come. So we gather here today to keep the fire burning and to activate every cylinders that have been off the rail. I starting from number 1 to the last. You're all wonderful. I salute all my ministers of the gospel in the media, whichever way you serve. Keep the fire burning and do not allow anything to derail your focus. I salute the entire cabinet of the Biafran government, because there is a team working to make things happen with the Honorable Prime Minister, the Obato, the Itiare Kondo, the Agbaraburu, the Obato Obie, the Agune Chamber of Biafra land, the stone that the builders rejected, the Mwakoda, which no other person's name has been bidded for over 5.5 million naira. But Mwakoda was bidded for 5.5 million naira, zoo naira. I salute all Biafrans who are standing their ground. I salute our angels on comprising of the Biafra Liberation Army, the Resistance Fighters, the Dragon Marine, the Navy, the Air Force, and every arms of government secured and protected. I salute you. Without your funds, without your money, we wouldn't be able to procure everything that we need. Your funds is making the lobbies department to do their work very well. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Biafran government is doing well. All kudos to what you're bringing to the table. Finance is of great essence. That is why I played the audio to bring in every quota that they have financially, because it's not just by talking. It is with ego, it is with obogo, it is with oko, it is with that money, it is with that ejema that we use to complete and translate everything we say into actions. Buoyant and up to date in this Biafra liberation. You are the one that is making things to happen. Not Biafra yet. We are still on it. And so I applaud you, and as I applaud you, look around you and call some other person. Make the Biafra liberation and the donation to become contagious. Let the virus in you of Biafra affect another a person around you. Let the person be contract. How do I also partake in what you're doing so that I will also gain the blessings that you have gained? There you have the time to explain to the person very well. We need more money. Yes. It is not coming to the media to look for our prime minister. That is the case. It is not asking from morning to night, where is my prime minister? It is not asking that you are having IBP or you're having BBP or you're having 99P or you're having waist pain or you're having eye pain. No, that is not. So is finance. The electoral process and the civil disobedience that we are using, they are all working and giving us everything we need. The self-defense which we are using, the harm, the result that we need. And you can all see the result speaking out. They say you don't need to be the one to tell people what you do. People happen by telling us how far the Prime Minister, the Biafran government is destroying the integrity, the image and the existence of one Nigeria in Biafra land. Not just in Biafra land, we are destroying and also. We thank God that first in history, we now see the Biafran team, Team Biafra, CA tournament ranking international. This has not happened before. What people could not do in 15 years, in 30 years, in 40 years, the Prime Minister made it happen in a week. In a week, a tournament was ongoing. CF Biafra partook in the tournament, and today you can see it's making the headlines. You must all speak and write about Biafra. If not, stomach pain will do you. Thunder will fire you for where you did. Pictures where Biafran Jesse was used in the 76, 78, 79, 71, and thereabout, even after the genocidal war, to commensurate the existence of the Biafran people who were slaughtered during the genocidal war by the one Nigerian terrorists headed by Britain. And we saw those people line up in 12 and in 24s. We were not alive then, and we did not know what happened. But what did we do? Making the history read now in the system. And tomorrow and in years to come, people will also come back to sit down and read about what we have done in this time. So kudos to all of you that have made history in your own time. Kudos to all of you that are working side by side to see that this government actualize the history in your own time. Your names will be written in gold. This happened with money. That is why I will still refer you back to the music I played, where the finance minister was canvassing and calling on all Biafrans to reach out and to donate and to bring more money, because without money, we cannot achieve anything. I thank you all that have been making that happen. Please do more. of December, the Biafra gate is open, and then we expect to see everyone in Finland. 11 days countdown begins today. So those that are very good in counting it for us, today is 11 days countdown. Please, let it trend and let it go far and wide. We want to see every day going forward flyers from the 11th day being today. Going forward, tomorrow will be 10th day. Let us see flyers of the countdown like they counted the last time. Will be there to count it for us as we make the history happen. But be reminded that there are people that are optimistic and waiting so much to see that we restore this Biafra so that it will be beneficial to them. They can have job, they can have security, because they understand that with Biafra there is hope for mankind. There is hope for mankind in Africa. In Biafra, Africa died and Africa is going to awake with Biafra. I salute all Biafrans. We've seen propagandas and blackmails and everything that has been concocted and turned upside down. And as you know, these Biafran governments don't jump into the media to say anything anyhow, because we've passed that stage of coming to speak the way it will suit you. No, we don't do that anymore. We do what suits the Biafran government, what will bring us Biafra. Most especially from the Nsama side. That is why I started by telling the media of Biafran government, I salute all of you, because fire that burns in every thunder, you are standing your ground and you keep focus. You don't derail in any way. So I congratulate the media team again. I salute all of you for doing what you know how to do best. That means you understand the language of this government. You understand the mandate that the Prime Minister puts on the table. Even when the enemies are throwing their bombs left, right, center, you know where we are because you know who your leader is. Yes. Our prime minister has been kidnapped. Our prime minister has not been kidnapped, oh please. Our prime minister is sound on good. Our prime minister is busy with national assignments. And when he is back, all of you will hear from him. So he is sound and healthy, and he is in very good condition. Now, you need to understand that it is not every assignment that you embark on that must be on social media. And you must carry phone, left, right, center, give you update. But it's not everywhere that he needs to go on national assignments that he has to be giving you updates every seconds and minutes. So you must understand that the prime minister is sound and okay. Our prime minister is not kidnapped, please. But it is the topic. This government to jubilate. Let them continue to jubilate. Let them have enough topic. Let them sing the song. Let them dance everywhere. Then when our president, because whenever he dances, he puts the enemy into trouble. They all go kaka. So I beg, disregard every nonsense rumor that is on national assignment. Now, every media personnel going forward, you have a mandate. Whatever they need to hear. Yes. Let them, like this topic that they have put now, let them continue to train with it. I'm here to make it known to all of you that nothing is wrong with my prime minister. The prime minister of the Biafran government is okay. He's on national assignment. Government, and that is why I'm speaking as the information minister of the Biafran government under the government of the people of Biafra. You have a mandate. Convention is ahead. Tomorrow it will be 10 days ahead, depending on your time zone. What we need from every Biafran is to do what? To make sure the awareness of the convention intensifies. We need more money. Yes, we need more money for the convention to acquire everything that we need. As we focus on the convention, we have our defense in the homeland to also fight. So everything boils down to money. Nothing will be done without money. So I am calling on all of you. I'm calling on all of you that the best in the media is the awareness for finance to come in.
Known that business must continue. And I greet you all. Raphael Chiamaka Jere. Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in exile. And there's one beautiful thing that this particular short absence of those of us that are in this government. Yes, we're going to prove our effectiveness, and how well we can manage our office. That Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa have delivered has always been, top notch, perfect, beautiful, solid. So within this space, we have to prove that we actually fit the office in the media, in the liaison offices, in our locations, in the open field. The harvest is plenty. It is said that laborers are few. So how about these few laborers? Now, the resources that we need to get this boat safely to the shores of Biafra. What are we going to do within this short space of time to ensure that, in fact, we prove our prime, we are in sync with everything he has taught us and how far he is leading us. Believe you me, offices within the next hours that he might take in absence. I'm going to prove to him that yes, I am not Van 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 for nothing. I am Van 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 with swag. And I am going to give water where water is needed. I am going to give Bozar anything I need to give, blow to blow, iron to in this particular, seasoned Umochineke that is meant to restore Biafra. I'm telling you, look, just like our Prime Minister said, that we are not going to look for another one to restore Biafra. This is the set of Biafrans, the set of people that will restore the kingdom of heaven. We are the ones. So it is time to prove it. And you know that it is not by they're doing everything. You maybe during the fundraising, you normally come and you give your 20 euro, 50 euro. Now you are going to say, Prime Minister, tempo is increased. So to make sure that the momentum is high, I had to give 500 a Gemma. I used to give 200, but I had to give 500 while I did not see you. Just to make sure that when you come back, you will hear that Butozo and the men on ground have done another water. In fact, the videos that will be waiting for you to come and display the water that is giving them sleepless nights will the updates. Their data will ruin their data with updates. Thank you very much. My minister is back. Let me hand over to him. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, you've said it all, and in that same spirit, we encourage all Biafrans to key in like that. So, like I said before, the network had to. We need money than any other thing, in line with what my minister just said now. Yes. And also, do not forget that the IO, I got a confirmation message from a Biafran who made a $10,000 investment in the IOU. These are good feedbacks that you should be hearing, because you invest with 10,000 when the loan is due for repayment or for you to get back, you're getting 100%. So if you invest with 10,000, 20,000 altogether at the end of the day. If you invest with 50,000, you're getting back 100,000 together. You're getting back 200,000 back at the end of the day. So the special IOU loan is a scheme that is made to enrich Biafrans as Biafra is restored. We are looking at a visionary government where you will become something from nothing. Yes. We're not looking at a system where we will come to lick you dry. They have not created jobs for the people. They have not given them enabling environments. They have not come up with any incentive that can be able to make the and start giving back to the society. You first, or create enabling environment to you to be able to make something out there by giving back to the society wholeheartedly without any remorse. But you can't find that in the zoological republic of the animal kingdom. But this is obtainable in the Western world. This is obtainable in Europe. This is obtainable in America. This is obtainable in UK. You have child support. A child will start getting support or payment from the government from the day money start accumulating to you in the bank before you now get old, like us here now that we start having gray hairs. The money is enough for you to use to start something with what your parents have been able to do for you. So you're putting them all together, you have a life to establish. But in one Nigerian system, it is how to destroy the dreams and aspirations and anything that you have. So Biafran government is coming up with We wouldn't need to be begging anyone when we have the recognition that we need in some of the countries and places we want. That time, we will be using what we have as resources in Biafra land to acquire what we want without even coming to ask you. By that time, you will even be gaining and getting from the Biafran government as what? And we are calling on all Biafrans to embrace it wholeheartedly and come with everything that they have. We also have the Biafra Freedom Raffle Draw. We The raffle is still open. Go and play. You play with just $20 going for upward. You can play more than 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Depends on what you want. Go and play and sow the seed for the Biafra Convention. Everything boils down to finance. Without finance, the Prime Minister will not. Our Biafra resistance fighters who have given it woto to the terrorists, the Ebubagu and the FG vigilante terrorists that have. The Senate President of Nigeria asking a question: what has been the role of the various state governors and government of the state of the eastern region? You have the answer from Ebubagu. You have the answer from the terrorist vigilantes that were set up. You have the answers from Ayandibo terrorist group that was also set up. All these security groups that they set up and they recruit the ones that loves money amongst us that wants to become Nzama. They put them all together, they set them up, and then they bring them pointing hands to the houses and doors of Biafrans. IPOB, I have committed a crime for being an IPOB, and I must be massacred. I must be slaughtered. So these terrorists have slaughtered our women and children and babies. In 2022, all of you saw what Soludo did in our lands. He brought these terrorists, slaughtered uncountable numbers of Biafrans, and then they were clapping for us in 2022, about August or July, thereabout. They were filming the lifeless bodies of Biafrans. They put tire on the head of innocent Biafrans and then they burned them alive. You have seen the brutality in high states. So if you say you have not seen, that means you are deaf and dumb. We did not create their presence in Biafra land. They had existed before we came to be. Just like this checkpoint had existed even before I was born, even before my prime minister was born, even before many of you were born. But you cannot allow this to eradicate terrorism. Peace is where there is no presence of terrorists. Peace is where there is no presence of all these people that wear your children. For us to have peace, we must take these terrorists out. We must delegitimize the existence of the terrorists in Biafra land. So we are actually bringing body here, trying to make sure there is peace. If we stop what we are doing, our babies, our women, and children will all be slaughtered one by one. And we are not going to stop because we have not restored Biafra yet. Mazin Namdekano has not been released yet, but we have been able to make something very, very clear. Since Mazin Namdekano, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, was kidnapped, a very sounding warning to warn Nigeria. And they took him on serious, that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be made useless, one, and will be ready to hear more propaganda and more blackmail and more fake news that will be coming. Many of us are already that you don't want to hear, and the ones you want to hear will be ready because our convention is there. Nobody should be distracted. We keep focus on the ball. The enemies of Biafra have all fallen on the way, and they will continue to fall because that is the way Chukwu Kikabiama has pre-designed them to be. I salute all of you. I salute all those joining us. The floor will be open for you to ask questions. Your question is not on where is my PM. I've already told you my PM is safe and sound. It's on national assignment. So you can ask questions bordering on finance, bordering on how to get down to Finland Convention, how you can contribute to support. If you're not going to the convention, you can support financially. You can throw in what you have. You can do what you can to see that the convention becomes a reality. Because a lot of delegates internationally will be there. We want to surprise the world. You will be shocked of the calibers of people that you will see at the convention. Yes, because people are seated down in front of their TV and computer and phones. They are talking anyhow, but they don't understand what we are doing. This is how they were laughing. When we also said we are starting the legitimization of one Nigerian terrorist presence in Biafra, this is how they were laughing. And when we started the countdown, when MNK was kidnapped to the election after he gave to Mazi David, our honorable, and then we listened to few concerns from Biafrans, as we call it a day. They were my minister.
They, and just like my minister said, that they kept laughing. And while they laugh, they eventually see results of what they are laughing at. And then, knowing fully well that they cannot do anything about it, they go with envy and they start to attack. And then while they're attacking it, they're attacking the success we make. There will be open doors for another success story. So it is success story all the way. There where they never imagined anybody would get to. Just like I told BIAFRANS this morning, they were only in an awareness thought of having a genuine, movement to restore Biafra. For them, it was all an awareness. And this awareness, our Prime Minister came and saw it. Remember, he told our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that if there is nothing on this table, I will bring something. Eventually, he came and he saw that on that table there was nothing. Because if there was something on that table, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would not be crying and saying, I need men, I need men, I need men. That were to be looked for were busy, chasing rats, when the fire was burning the house. He decided to man the. We don't need to talk too much because you are all aware of all these things and you are a witness to it. So you're all welcome to tonight's space. I give the mic to my beloved brother, David Nana, who eventually, after he finished talking, will
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, my Deputy Minister of Telecommunications. Deputy Minister, thank you for being here. My Minister of Information, the best Minister of Information this government can have. You know, Mazi Sonny will be described as consistency personified. You have been there from the very first go, from the very first time, and your consistency have been able to demonstrate how resilient you are in relation to this freedom that the Biafran people are yearning for. I want to appreciate you, not because there is something that is uncommon or that is something has happened, but for the fact that Biafrans love their prime minister, and the prime minister serve as an engine room for the day-to-day activities of minister. And it's very important that we understand that this time there is a difference between a government and a group. Immediately, Biafrans were showing concern, even including non-Biafrans as well, because without the prime minister, those bloggers don't have any topic to be able to speak on the social media. And every one of them was like, everywhere was silent because they wanted to have topic to speak on their, on their channels, on their platforms, so that they can make $1 or $2 for themselves. And fortunately, Biafrans waited patiently, and to demonstrate how our government works, the COS just came out and released, a memo to tell Biafrans that the prime minister is okay. And you are here, the Minister of Information, doing what you know how to do best, setting up this space as well in order to is well that our prime minister is on Biafra national assignment. And one thing happened, you see, while the prime minister have been away for some hours, the Nigerian government are afraid because they don't know actually what is happening at this particular time. And you can see they are also mute. Their newspapers do not have any news to carry because they actually know that Simon Ekpa is away because he's cooking something big, and they are expecting that something hear from you, our Minister of Telecommunications, and to know that our Prime Minister is well. I want to appreciate everyone. I want to, make this question to our Minister of Telecommunication. Sir, please, what do you think is the significance of these few hours general, from the general public? And as well, do you think that without the prime minister, these bloggers don't have anything to offer to the Nigerian state in order to make money for themselves?